This is Darlene. Welcome to my channel, Scorpio 1111. I'm here to do readings for some of you lovely people tonight, and my apologies for being gone a little while. I've been, as the saying goes, busier than a one-armed paper hanger. So, forgive the absence, or not at least keeping my normal schedule. You know, we just do the best we can here. So that's all I can tell you. Doing the best I can. Hey, Adia, how are you? And Queen of Swords, hello, lovely ladies. How are you tonight? I was just saying, I've just been uber busy these last week, this week. And I think things kind of go back to normal next week. Fingers crossed. Have mercy. It's been crazy good stuff. Just, you know, stuff. You know how sometimes life sneaks up on you. Let me pull myself up over here so I can see the chat better. And let me pin this comment because I always get busy and forget to do that. Let's see if that will go. Alrighty, let me do that. Before the mayhem begins. I'm not going to say that. I might jinx myself, right? What's going on with you ladies? How are y'all? I'm still in my gym clothes from this morning, if you wonder why I'm not my normal self. But, I mean, literally, that's how busy I've been. My gym class is in the morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that's how busy. I mean, the air conditioner guy comes, and this person, it's just been crazy. So, anyway, my apologies for not curling my hair and putting on lipstick and all that for everybody tonight. What you see is what you get, right? And this is it. This is it. So, Adia, how have you been? And Saturnian Son is here. Hello, hello. Johnny Cash is here. How is everybody? I don't think I can wear that tonight. It's bugging me. So I'm raring to go, raring to go. Get to work here. Getting better. Oh, good. I know you were not feeling well, and, you know, it doesn't happen overnight, does it? I love that you do that, Queen of Swords, the arrows and the whole fancy stuff. All right, now, wait a minute. I'm already having trouble with my cushion here. Let's see if I can get that squish back where it needs to be. Gotta get my throne all put together here. I should get me a tiara. Oh, I gotta show y'all. Look what my friend's husband found and got for me. Can y'all see that? I don't know with you two. Let me see if the print is backwards. It probably is. If it is, let me wait. I'm watching myself in the. Yeah, it probably is. It says. These angel numbers are a strong and powerful form of communication to let you know that things are all aligning nicely. It's a beautiful sign that you're in the flow. And wasn't that thoughtful of him? He said he just happened. He wasn't looking for it. He just happened in a store. And I said, I knew I had to get it for you. So, what a sweet. They are such lovely people. Such lovely people. Love them to pieces. Hello, Double A, I'm going to call you. How are you tonight? Well, you're saying unsub? That's fine. If you, I mean, Saturnian Son, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think if I can do that. I think that has, I mean, I think that has to be done on your end. But could I ask why? Is there something I need to do to make it better for you? I haven't been here, admittedly. I haven't. I was hoping I'd get a video out for my memberships, but I haven't done it. I just haven't. You know, I'm human. So I'm not sure. You mean in-sub means sign up, or for the memberships, Saturnian Son? Is that what you mean, or unsub? You cannot. Okay, are you saying, though, you want to sign up or because I thought you were signed up. You're saying you want to cancel the membership? Is that what you're saying? I can, okay, you want to get, I will see. I don't know how to do that, but I will look into it. Let me make myself a note here. Because all I know to do right now is if I canceled everything, I know that, you know, but I don't want to do that. Well, it should be simple. Surely it's simple enough because I know, I mean, oh, hey, Lily, thank you so much. What? $100? What in the world? My God, thank you so much, Lily. Wow, that is incredibly generous. Thank you. And yes, I will just 1 second here. Let me sort this out for a second. Saturnian Son, I will look at it too. I'm going to make myself a note, but I don't think I can do that from my end unless I do them all. But surely it should just, I don't know. I've never had it happen, so I'm going to look at it because all I know is if I go into my back office, it tells me who my members are and if anybody has unsubbed, but it doesn't give me that option that I know of. I'll look at it. Oh, here you go. Adia's got it. Still, Lily, it looks good. We're going to take that. We're going to take that. I don't care. Hey, I'm grateful for I don't care if it's in pesos. I'm grateful for everything. Oh, Adia's got to cancel the subscription. Go into the account in the App Store for Android. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Adia. So now we both know. That's fine, Lily. Thank you for the thought. That's so sweet. Yeah, I don't know for iPhone. I don't know a lot for iPhone, but I'm just going to put a question mark here for you to see. I have a day tomorrow. I'm going to try to catch up on everything. Well, not everything, but most things tomorrow. I'm hoping I can. I'll look into that. So, Lily, let me go back up here. Your question says, can I get a reading for some clarity in my love life and health? Well, all right. And I have tea and water tonight for you caring souls that always worry about me coughing. Well, let me see if I can figure it out. Although I don't know how to. I don't know how to contact you. Can I do that? And I'm not sure how to. If you're willing to send me an email, Saturnian Son, so I have your email address, I will look into it on my end as well. You'd think there would be a way for me to do that. I just don't know yet. It's new for me. Okay, read what Adia just said there. When I click on the Google Play icon, there's an account icon. When I click on it, I see this group. Okay. I need to click on the Google Play icon. We're talking about on the phone, Adia, or on a computer or pad or what? Oh, I'm so sorry, Saturnian Son. I'm so sorry. Oh, that hurts to let a friend go. That really hurts. Almost as bad as a family member sometimes, doesn't it? From your phone. Well, if I wasn't streaming on my phone, I would look at it myself right now. It's speaking of, let me get that a little centered. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Queen of Swords. She told me it was in pesos. I just didn't catch it, but it was fun to see it. Hello, Marie. How are you? But let me get back up here for 1 second. So, Lily, that is, you're going to have to pick, sweetheart, between your love question or your health question, because that's for one question is what I'm doing here for people tonight, one question readings. So let me know which one you want. Okay, thank you, Adia. That's okay. I'm just trying to make mental notes of this so I don't have to go back and pull it out of the chat later. Probably hit do Chrome browse on the computer, all right. Because I know what you're saying on my Apple phone. I just pull up Apple and everything, my subscriptions, but I didn't know if that kind of subscription would be under YouTube somehow, your YouTube account, log into your YouTube account, or is it separate under there? So I don't know. Okay, then love life, Lily. Okay. Do you have a specific question, Lily, or just in general about your love life? And I'm asking which deck for you. Well, that's most unusual. We'll just start with this one then. I've got to train myself. The joke is kind of on me with the super chat because I know YouTube gives it to me regardless of what currency it's in. It's a color coded. I just haven't trained myself to know what the colors are because I don't really care. It's just kind of fun just seeing them come up. Oh, thank you, Lily. That's so sweet. Thank you. All right, let's see now. All right, one second here. Because Maria, I think, ladies, help me figure out, I think Maria, because I haven't done my free one tonight. So Maria may be my first one. Did I miss one? Did I miss anybody else asking for a free one? So I've got Maria and Marie, but Maria, we were just before Marie. Because first come, first served here is the way I have to do it to be fair. So Maria, it looks like if you are here, please let me know that if you're still here in the chat. That's Maria Caballero. If you're still here. So let me sort this out, guys, just a second, and then I'll start reading. Lily, thank you so much for your second super chat. I apologize, I didn't mean to skip over you. I just want to get this sorted out. Because I start with one free reading usually, and I just have to get that name captured first, and whoever asks for it first. But I think that Maria Caballero. So if she's still here in the chat, okay, there she is. I see her now. All right, Maria. Now I'm going to ask you. To simplify your question for me, one question, please. And I know you typed it up, but it's already lost in the chat, so if you'd be so kind to retype that for me, I would be grateful. All right, and we'll get Lily in here. And Saturnian Son, you sweetheart. Now, my goodness. Thank you. we will put you on the list. Yeah, okay, Queen of Swords, thank you for clarifying that. I thought maybe that's what she was doing. Thank you so much. Y'all are just so on top of stuff. You just don't know. I can't say how much I appreciate y'all. I do, but it's still never enough. So thank you guys. All right. And remember, there is, Super Chat's okay. PayPal's even better, and that link's in pinned to the chat up there. Okay, Maria, thank you. I see your question now. Okay. So Lily, thank you for being patient with me. Let me do this free reading, and then I'll be all yours, because I'm going to just pull a couple of decks. I'm asking to do this one. All right, so here's what I'm going to do for you, Maria. Maria wants to know, is my work crush Romero Reyes? Does Romero find my... Where's he thinking? Okay, so you want to know who Romero is favoring here, who he finds more attractive, and who he's thinking about going toward. That's the question. All right, Tara, that's the question. Does Romero find Viviana or Maria more attractive, and which one is he going towards? That's two questions. Which one is he going towards? Because that's not necessarily the same thing. Okay. So which one is Romero leaning toward? So this, I'll pull a card from this pile if he is looking, or now, Maria, this is potential. You have effect over your outcome here because of law of attraction. This is just one potential, but I'm going to pull some cards from this deck for you, if it's you, and if he prefers Viviana, from this deck. So let's see what the potential is here for you. What is the potential for, Romero? Will he choose Viviana or Maria? For Maria, what will it look like? What is the potential for Romero choosing Maria, please, and thank you. Okay. Woo, we had a lot come out. Let me just look at these cards and then I'll talk about them. So bear with me, guys. And Lily, I promise I'm going to get to you next. Got to shift into my tarot mood from my running around crazy day mood. All right, what's underneath? Right. Now let me ask, what is the potential for him if he chooses? Yeah. Lord. Don't y'all love the silence? I have a strange message. He feels more empowered with Viviana. I didn't say attracted to, I said empowered. Crazy, I know. What I don't like, so this is a heads up for you, Maria. What I don't like, both of you have this 5 of Swords. This is him saying he's willing to win at all costs. This is the card of self-sabotage, but it's more about ego and pride and can be about playing mind games with people. So he's playing mind games potentially with both of you. Just know that, okay? That is, to me, I should just stop the reading there. He thinks, you know, he thinks you could be a wish come true for sure. And he's definitely think about putting work into the relationship with you. But there are things you can't see about this relationship. And he has some fears around it with you. Now, we're talking about with you. This is just a little quick mini read here. So he does have fears and concerns. And also this can be sometimes, it's not my biggest card of secret lies or anything, but it can be secrets. Page of Swords in reverse can be, I don't know that you're talking to this person. That can be either a lack of communication or somebody spying on you, like checking you out on social media. I don't know, there's a weird energy around that. Somehow wanting to move into calmer waters, but then we get this card, and this is what I don't like about, I'm not sure about that yet. I'm going to have to. Then on the other side, the other person, Viviana, starts out with mind games, all right? Trying to use mind games to obtain a victory, whatever that may look like. Something that isn't fair or not balanced, or this causes, we're talking about potentials, how it might play out. And injustice, being treated unfairly, somebody here, the potential for that relationship would have to be very strong. And look, this is here, let me put that in the upright so you can see. So that causes a lot of anxiety over here with that person. And then they hold back the offer. And I think this person ends up feeling juggled by your person you're asking about. Or this person may be juggling him, because I have an Emperor and a King of Swords. I'm just giving you the quick little backstory here. And so that person may, in fact, Maria, end up juggling him, because I got 2 people here. Now, the Emperor is not always a person, but I feel like in this case it is. Yeah, because somebody here wants to be in charge. So that's interesting. But what is at the bottom of their deck is the Lovers. No, sorry, 2 of Cups. My bad, 2 of Cups. Making a choice in love, leaving somebody out in the cold. I don't think that's going to turn out well. Let me see what's at the bottom of your deck. So you might have some time apart. Somebody might pull back here, him or you, if this went in your direction. 3 of Cups, that can be celebration. It can also mean more people involved in the mix, which could be the case that you know he's thinking about somebody else. But again, making a choice, thinking about making an offer. All right, now that I've got a little backstory, here's what I'm going to do. I just wanted to see what story there was that it might tell me there. Now, Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shuffle 3 times and cut the deck. Give me an upright card if he will choose Maria, and a reverse card if he's going to prefer and choose Viviana. Oh, wow. Well, that would be you. And of all the cards to pick, Viviana, I'm sorry, not Viviana, Maria, my apologies. Maria, this is the Hierophant card. Now, this can be saying doing things traditionally. It can also be saying somebody that you might could commit to or might want to commit to you or be willing to commit to you in the future. Let's see what's underneath that. Oh, dadgummit. You know that 5 of Swords is closely related to me as a reader to the 7 of Swords. This is the lying and cheating card. And I wouldn't make a big deal about that except that it's right next to the Magician in the reverse. This combination you do not want. This Magician in reverse is somebody who is manipulative and can even be a con man next to the lying and card of deception. So I don't know, Maria, I think I'd give this person a pass right now, honestly, because what this is telling me is, even though he might choose you, he might lead you to believe that he's the committing kind of person, that very well might be a lie. I mean, he's just trying to manipulate you. So you have been warned, my dear. Even though he may pick you, this is what it's looking like. That's what I would say to that. Yeah, because he doesn't want to change. He whatever. Doesn't want to change, wants to repeat a cycle, and that causes tower moments for him because there's a lack of equal give and take. Well, there you go. There you go. Well, isn't it though? You know, I could have just started with that, but I just felt like I wanted to see what the story was with those 2 potentials. So yeah, you've got the skinny. You heard it here. So just be careful, darling. Just be careful. Yeah, I never like to see those 2 cards next to each other. I don't care what the question is. You don't want those cards next to each other like that. So if he chooses her, maybe you're dodging a bullet. That's all I can say. So good luck with that. Okay, Miss Lily. Miss Lily, are you here? Thank you for being patient. I appreciate you so much. Waiting on me. Thank you, thank you. Now I got to go find your question. Actually, Lily, will you post it for me? Awesome, you're here. I love that. Thank you. Thank y'all for those hearts. You're so sweet. Whoever's doing that. I wish I could see who it is so I could thank you. Yep. True, 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 Maria. You might just, you know, there's a saying, sometimes rejection is protection. So, this might be the case for you. Lily, will you post your question one more time for me? And I apologize. I'm bad. I have to ask you to do that again. Yes, about your love life, but it was just general. Didn't you have? I knew it was love life, but I didn't. Let me see if I can find it again. It's probably way up there. I liked how you worded it. I remember, but now I got to go find it. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I was remembering somebody else's question. That's why I thought I got you confused. Never mind. Just a general question about your love life. Just kind of like what direction is it going, that sort of thing, Lily? Or what you what might be coming toward you? Should we ask that? I'm asking what deck for you. Okay. Well, Lily was actually first, and then, but I hadn't gotten the person situated for the free reading. So normally I start with the free reading, but Lily was quick tonight. She got her super chat request in. So I did the free reading. Now it's Lily and Saturnian Son. You should be next. But we'll go check it. I'll go back just to be sure, because I am certainly, yeah, Lily was just a few comments before you in the super chat, Saturnian Son. Okay. What deck, please, for Lily? All right, you get the Arcana deck. Thank you. Yes, patience is a virtue. It's not always easy. Oh, goodness. All right, we want to know what's coming toward Lily in love in the near future, please. Whoa, those came out. Well, I don't like that, Lily. Let me get some more cards here. For you, Adia, you talking about thinking about a reading for you? Well, I'll do my mods for free when I can. When I can, if it's not like midnight and I've been reading for 4 hours. I appreciate y'all so much. Did I just see a flipper? Thought I did. Did I not? No, I guess not. So, Lily, we're starting off here with a card that would normally be really good, but it's in the reverse. The Emperor in the reverse is somebody who's controlling and domineering and wants it his way or the highway, and I don't like that. But I think it's somebody who overcompensates, because then I have the Strength card in reverse. This is often somebody for me who lacks confidence. And so that could just be telling me that combination could be saying somebody who's, you know, strutting and beating their chest, and the truth is they're scared to death to talk to you or something. Let's see. Let me see here. Oh, I got you, but I'll see how the night goes. But okay, Adia, that's, yeah, well, let's both see how the night goes. I know. All righty, well, Now, I don't know. I'm inclined to think, Lily, I started to say, I don't know if this is a person or just kind of giving you a heads up. But I'm inclined to think it's a person, because for me in a reading, kings and queens are always people. Not always the emperor and empress. They can be qualities or just things you might experience. But I'm inclined to think this emperor might be a person because of just how it feels to me. So given that, what's at the bottom? I think we're going to call this Give Love a Pass Night. It's starting to look that way already. Now, Lily, the story I'm going to tell you here, oftentimes tarot gives me the backstory. So if this has already happened to you, that could be what it's telling me. So sometimes it does that before it gives me the the new story, what I just asked. So if this has already happened to you, let me know in the chat. So as I said, somebody who's probably lost their confidence and they're overcompensating, or it could also be somebody who's controlling and domineering, and this makes you feel a lack of confidence or weak, essentially. I still don't have that camera. I keep leaning over that way. Because now we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. This can be reckless. Somebody either making you feel that way, or they're acting reckless in what they're doing or saying. And it could be regarding communication. This is the Eight of Wands, my ultimate card of communication and forward movement. Now, Two of Pentacles here. This can be overwhelmed, but oftentimes that means your person is juggling. What are they juggling? I don't know. Or this person we're talking about, what's coming towards you. Or could be you juggling. I don't have other cards here to suggest there is a third party, so it just might mean that when this person or whoever this is in your life or comes into your life, if it's not past, then you may feel like you're in overwhelm. I've got so much to do. Like me right now, I don't know how I would fit a relationship into my life. I would be overwhelmed. So that could be saying when that happens, you say, well, I think I'm just going to get in my chariot and go on my own merry way myself. Because you may. And I say that, I err toward that meaning of that card because the Hermit came out next to it, which is, you know, just what you think a hermit means. It means pulling back, retreating, getting inspiration about what you want. This is ships coming in. This is also timing. This is also making plans. Now, let me see. You had a comment here. Reese had a breakup with a person. So, reckless communication was messy. All right. That's because often, again, as I said, tarot gives me the backstory before it answers my question. So, if that's the case, then this was probably you. Reckless communication. You felt overwhelmed by all of that, probably, so you decided to move on, and you've been in hermit mode, basically, pulling back, recuperating, doing whatever, making plans about what you want, how you want your life to go here, and taking care of you. All right, that's good. Now let's see what else here real quick. You've probably been focusing on saving your money. You had some sleepless nights over that. Yep, I think you did. Let's see here. Now, thank you, Tarot. Could you please tell me what's coming new toward Lily? What new love stuff can you tell us? Please and thank you. It does resonate. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate that feedback. And I just love doing live readings because I like to know that. I like to know. I still can't get my camera. I keep going back and forth, don't I? Honest to goodness, you'd think I was drunk. I hadn't had a drop of water. Oops, I do have a flipper there. Yeah, that's same Four of Pentacles. So probably you've been focusing on your money and just, you know, saving. And if not, it may be telling you you should do that. All right, what else is coming toward Lily for future? Come on now. One more. Okay, that means it wants me to turn the deck over usually. Let's see. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you posting that. It helps keep me straight. What's coming toward now? I know it's not because nothing's coming. You're just trying to mess with me, aren't you? You just want me to get a different deck? What do you want here? Ah, you're not healed yet. That's what it's saying. You got some healing to do yet, Lily. The Three of Swords in reverse. You are on the other side of it, means you are healing. You are healing, but I think it's, you know, if we're still in that healing, because I experienced this recently myself personally too. You think you're ready to get out there and you do, and then you realize you're not. So I'm not saying that's you necessarily, but that would be an indicator of that for me, that card. So let's see what else. I can't shuffle all night, guys. Come on. All right, that one wanted to come out. I just, hold on. God, which one was it now? I don't think you want me to take all of them, but, ooh, that was a good one too. All right, I just wasn't happy with how those came out. That was more my hands fumbling than the cards popping out. And I like to get flyers. There we go. All right. Hey, Lily, were you in a third-party situation in your previous relationship? Now, third party doesn't necessarily mean another romantic interest. It can mean one person was working all the time, or it could be a family member or something like that. But was there an influence in your previous relationship that kind of you felt was between you and your person? Can you answer that for me, please? Okay, my ex returned before me and my boyfriend broke up. Ah, gotcha. Okay, because that's kind of what this is saying. It's saying you still got some baggage from this is basically what it's saying, because you're still showing up as unhappy, and maybe you haven't, let me finish my sentence, unhappy. This can be my third party card here. Overindulging in something. Yeah, overindulging. Yeah, Seven of Swords. What's deception of some kind about a commitment. And somebody said, nope, I'm pulling this horse up to a stop. It's in the reverse. I need to think about who and what I'm going to give my cup to. And that caused the Tower moment. So, okay, it's still telling me the story. All right, but you're not answering the question. I don't have all night. Please, come on, Tara. We know this already. Give me the story, the new story, please. And what I think they're saying, Lily, is you're just not, in other words, when our energy is not in the right frequency, I talk about frequencies and energies and law of attraction here, and what the story it's giving me is that you're not healed enough to attract somebody in yet. You're still kind of reeling in this past energy here. That's still in your energy field, and it's pushing potential new situations away. And honestly, I think this can also mean somebody's holding on to somebody else still. I don't know if that's you holding on to them or them holding on to you, but sometimes that can mean somebody's still holding on to you. So they might still be in your energy. Lily's saying, yes, I was reminiscing a lot about the past before the breakup happened. Yeah. So that's what this is. That's why they're giving me this then. Because you got to clear that out, you know. You got to really be over it before. Otherwise, I mean, it's not 100% true. But if you don't, you're going to get somebody that you wouldn't want. You're going to get somebody who's hurting and wounded, because that's where you are. And we attract like energy, attracts like energy. And you don't want that. You want somebody, you know, who's healed and happy and healthy and all the good, right? So I think Spirit's just saying, give yourself a little time here. And that's probably what this Hermit card's telling us too. Yeah, because see, now that I know that, I can read this a little differently. This top line was about juggling and moving away, moving past that and moving away, so taking time out. Anything else we can tell Lily, please? Okay, we'll do one more, and if you don't give it to me, then we'll do this, back to this. Anything else? Golly. Be shuffling for an hour here. I don't mean to complain, guys, but these people have lives. We can't be shuffling all night. Thank you. Yep. That was the message. That is exactly what it is. This is an ending or the end of a cycle. And Spirit is saying you need to get past this, put an end to that cycle. Now that can be just ruminating over and over in your head about it, as we do, before you can get to this Page of Wands. This is an explorer. He's curious about the world. It would be somebody you know, a new romance, a new something where you feel, I feel like this is about you, not who's coming towards you, where there can be a new spark and you're excited about that, you know. Because until you do that, your energy effectively is at a crossroads. You just can't see which way to go. I don't know if I'm up or down. And that's causing this energy. It's causing you to be heavily burdened. But this is the wounded warrior. It is saying, press on. Press on, don't give up. Now is not the time to give up. Because I think sometimes the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Swords right next to it, it's like saying, sometimes, Lily, we've all been there. This is not a criticism or a judgment. Sometimes you just wonder, is it really even worth it? You know, it's like, I don't know if I want to put in the work, because I'll end up right back here again, just so you see the picture. I'll end up right back here again, and I really want to put that behind me. But Spirit says, but in order to do that, you've got to get a new perspective, because the Hangman is in reverse. That means somebody who hasn't surrendered fully yet and hasn't gotten the new perspective yet. So it's just saying you're doing good, you're working on it. It's acknowledging that you are working on your happiness. You're working on your happiness. Moving forward, this is also the Student card. So that when I say working, I mean you're learning the spiritual lessons and the emotional lessons and all that, to move toward your happiness. And you see the truth now. You know what the truth is. You've been taking time out to heal. And now it's time to transform this. Yeah, this is interesting. Death came out in reverse. This means somebody who's resisting transforming or resisting an ending, which is probably the case since you were reminiscing back there. And it's causing you to do this. This is overthinking. That's analysis paralysis. So even, Lily, if you're not literally doing that, it's saying that that situation is still very much in your energy field, and that Spirit is asking you to work on that so that you can have this new beginning. And when that happens, you'll have lots of options here to choose from. So, just means you got to just do a little more homework. I feel like you're very close because this Nine of Wands is telling me that, you know, it's at the end. Nines in tens where you put it down and then it resets to that Ace of Wands, the passionate new beginning. So you just have to press on, persevere. I know you're feeling like the wounded soldier, but you got this, Lily. You got this. Just got to get some of that energy out, that past situation. Try to, you know, think positive thoughts about what, even not necessarily about this situation, just in general. You're saying, yeah, that's, wait, let me go back up here and see your comment. Lee's saying, thank you so very much. This was very accurate. I do feel the need to isolate myself lately, and I feel too overwhelmed by everything happening. Yes. Yeah, that's how I feel. Tired. Yeah, and I know how it feels. Overthinking, sleepless nights, nostalgia, etc. This reading was very accurate. Lily, thank you so much for that feedback. That is awesome, and why I love doing live readings, because if I'm not I'm not perfect. Sometimes you just have to dig deeper and keep digging until you find the right story and the right, you know, and I want to know I'm plugged into that for you. So thank you so much for your super chats tonight. That's awesome. But I feel that that's a positive reading. It's just saying you just got to keep healing, give yourself a little bit more time. I'm surprised, frankly, that the Temperance card didn't come out. That's the card of patience. That would have been my guess, the next card or two, but you're just give yourself a little time. That's all you need, Lily. Just be kind to yourself and love yourself and fill your own cup of love first. And that way somebody who comes into your life will feel that, and they'll be attracted to that and not the wound that you're carrying, if that makes sense. So thank you, Lily. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for being here. Get back on my stool here, and let's see what's up for Saturnian Son. You are next. I'm letting you know, all right? I am letting you know. I am ready. Okay. All right, Saturnian Son. Did you post your question in the super chat? I don't remember seeing that, so I feel like I got it one more time. Okay. Put these back. All right now, don't go all haywire on me here, cards. Sorry about that. Saturnian Son, are you here, honey? I'm waiting. I am waiting on your question. There you go. I see it. Do you want me to give you the lecture for the 100th time about law of attraction? Should I do that first? You know I'm the tough love tarot reader, right? I'm going to pull cards for you. Of course I am. But I'm hearing that this is part of an activation of your abandonment wound. One second, I'm going to close my blinds here. 1 second. Well, that didn't work out. Hold on. Where in the world am I on my stool here? Where in the world is Waldo here on her stool? Yeah, and I bet that was, that both of those eclipses, but especially this whole March was a lot about letting go of relationships and things that we needed to cut out of our lives. So I hear you. Well, there you go. I do enjoy helping, but not being a doormat. Well, amen. None of us do, I know. Now I'm asking what deck for you. Okay. So basically you just want to know if you'll connect with her again. Okay. So please and thank you. Show me the potential will, Saturnian Son, connect with this friend that had to be let go. And what would that look like? Or just, that's a yes or no. Maybe it'll give us some more story. It always does. And please make it clear. Well, that would be a no. Page of Pentacles in the reverse is the student card. I just said that in the previous reading. It's in the upright. Sometimes it can be communication, it can be reaching out. But to me, this is the student. He's learning lessons in life. In the reverse, it's saying somebody has not learned their lesson. Somebody is not, the Spirit's giving us lessons all the time, but if you don't learn it, guess what? You're going to have to repeat it over and over again because this person needs to get a new perspective. Or somebody here, but I feel like this is your person. I feel like it's your person. Yeah, because it looks like you made it clear. This is the, I forget, I'll show the cards like y'all know what they are. My apologies. The 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is typically thought of as in the upright, the happy family, happy home, harmony in the home card. In the reverse, it's all the opposite of those things. And you, I feel like, had to boss up. You just had to boss up like this Emperor here and take care of that because this person was not acting in an awakened manner. I'm getting given the word even conscious, like, aware of what they're doing, aware that what they're doing is causing somebody else to be put out or put upon or feel used, as you put it. And that caused this Tower. Yep. Okay. Now, I know you said you taught her she used it for a dark purpose. Oh, I hate hearing that. No, we don't want that. Well, better off she's out of your life then, right? Even though it's hard. Anything else? What else can you tell me about? Or advice, or what else does Saturnian Son need to know? about this person. Wish her well. No, literally, I heard that. Wish her well. Yeah. Well, okay then. Yeah. Knight of Cups in reverse. In this situation, it's, yeah, holding back your love. You were pulling back your feelings, your affection. You're helping her, pulling that back, protecting yourself, as it were. But the other side of that is, in reverse, the Knight of Cups can be somebody who overindulges, who's emotionally unstable, which I feel this person was. You didn't say that, but that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling almost like a... Now, this is an extreme. I'm not saying this about your person, but it feels like a real high and low energy, almost like a bipolar kind of. One day they're real happy and ecstatic, and the next minute, you know, I just kind of feel like there's this... You never knew what you were going to get with this person is kind of the energy I'm getting. Caused a lot of disappointment, obviously. And I think you just got to the point where you said, meh, I don't want to do this anymore, right? You're saying, Gemini, definitely emotionally immature. Yes. Yes. And that's also one of the meanings of when you get a knight. They're not a king, you know, they're still young, whether that's age or immaturity. This person's not healed yet. Yeah, they're... And I think this is a little bit of you too. You need to pull back, take some time out from this situation and give yourself time to heal that. Because there were some very unkind... There was an unkind conversation. And I don't mean unkind like it was intentional. What I mean is words that were hard to hear. Spoken, you know, argument even. Let's just tell them the story that caused this. This is a broken heart. But what I'm hearing is, and this is recent because it's still in the upright, you're still feeling that. She's still feeling it, you're feeling it, both of you. Now, it's interesting. Oh, I hope not. These were a few cards in. I don't like to go too deep into the bottom of the deck unless I'm just feeling it. I'm hoping this is not your person saying, oh, I want to come back and make you an offer because I can't move on. And I'll tell you the truth now, but I don't feel that. I feel like this may be something new for you coming in. I'm going to keep shuffling and see what pops out though, okay? You're saying you did, and I was definitely cold as a cat can be. Yes. And Saturnian Son, I owe you another apology. I just realized, because I'm not trained, I haven't trained myself, even though I know you're trying to change your membership. You should have gone to the front of the line, and I owe you an apology for that, and I'm very, very sorry that I didn't catch that. I just haven't trained myself yet to see in that little blue star and saying, oh yeah, that person needs, because that's one of your perks, and I just totally blitzed on that. I hope you will forgive me for that. It was not intentional in any way. I just, you know, I got into mission mode, doing my thing like I normally do, and wasn't thinking about it. So, again, apologize. So, should we ask how she's feeling? Or do you care? Do you want me to ask that? Oh, Lord, have mercy. When I said those words, let's ask how she's feeling. Do you want me to do that? Look what came back out. Oh, that's so humble of you. Never first in line. I work in the shadows. Well, Scorpios do that too. I'm very content to sit in the back of the room and observe. And I don't need to be in the front of the line. Well, you might hear from this person again. Now that we've gotten the story out here, this is a tangible offer in the 3D, and this is somebody who can't move on to calmer waters, can't move on from whatever this is. Oh, you saw me doing that shuffling, and I talked about those cards. Those were the cards if you remember, when you rewind, we're at the bottom of the deck, and I said I don't like to go too far into the deck, but these cards are here, and then I was shuffling, and they came out again. So this person may come back around. I'm sorry to tell you. It's not what I was hoping would happen. I was hoping that was a new offer for you, but oh, goodness. And they might look like that. Excuse me, the wounded warrior. Yeah. Now, most of the time, the Knight of Wands in the decks, they have a real haggard, I'm tired, I don't know if I can even hold this wand up, much less stand up and fight with it look to them. But not this one. Look at the face. Look at the expression on her face. It's like she says, come near me and I'll show you what I'm going to do with this wand. I mean, I'm just... Well, I feel like you'd be better if she didn't come back. I do, but I can't deny that card coming out like that. I tried to. You saw me try to. But it came back around, and I don't do that. If it comes back around, it's definitely... Okay, so she may come back around and say, I'm really tired, and that I want to... This is, again, the wounded warrior. But I've changed. I've changed. Look at me. I've changed. Yeah, but underneath, still not happy, still not able to, the Empress, not able to, I don't know what the issue was with you two, but this would be somebody who isn't nurturing. It can also mean a lack of creativity, a lack of expansion or ability to expand your situation in a positive way. And so that just brings you right back to having to make a choice again about this very heavy burden. Now we went from the Knight of Wands to the Ten of Wands to put this burden down because you're tired of this. You're tired of this unhappiness. Yeah. Oh, Lord, I'm sorry, but... Well, thank you. I'm glad it's good information. It's not the story I wanted to give you, but like I said, when those cards come back like that, you're supposed to take them. You are definitely, in my mind. Let me see if anything else wants to pop out. Let's see. Thank you, Queen. I like how you are always organized. Yep. Guess who came back again? Oh. Now, I think this is you, too. You're saying, oh, Lord, I don't know if I have that fight, but you saw me shuffling. You saw me shuffling, and these cards are back. Let's go. I know it's tough, but let's go around one more time here. Let me see. Yeesh. Anything else? Can't make it up. Cannot make it up. I'm not laughing at you or your situation. I'm laughing at tarot. I think this person, because you've heard me talk about, you hear a lot, you've heard me talk about when cards fall out sideways for me, It means that person's energy or that person's thinking or whatever. It means the card is not, it's undecided, and this person is indecisive about which direction the card is, upright or it's in motion. This is the ending card. The Ten of Swords means I put an end in it, it's done, but it's sideways. So your person's thinking about, do I really want this to be over? Because this person made me happy sometimes, and then sometimes they didn't, and sometimes they did, but then sometimes they didn't, and I'm just not sure. I'm not sure that I want this ending. I'm not sure that I think I might want to come back, but now this could be you, but I kind of get the feeling you're a lot more decided about this than your person. So you put the shoe if it fits. Because I think this is you. You don't really want to offer that cup of love. That's the Ace of Cups. That I think you have poured that cup out in the reverse. But your person may come back and say, it got the Hangman again. Okay, well, we're going to take this time out right now. And I went away and I took this time out, but now I've got a new perspective, and I'm not meaning to make fun of them, but I kind of am. They may come back and say this, I know you didn't love me then, but I'm changed. I've got a new perspective. And you or them, this is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is losing passion for something. I think I think you're there. I think you're there. You're saying, you are decided. I feel your energy here is, yeah, I can feel the difference. But I think this is your person saying, maybe it's not really over. And you're saying, yes, it is. I have no more love for you, nor do I have any more passion for you. And we're not going forward. We're not moving anywhere. I'm going to sit here and watch the grass grow, and I'm not making any more moves in that direction. I've made up my mind. I am not moving in that direction anymore. This situation, I know you can't see me pulling from the deck, but I'm just, this situation was unfair, it was unbalanced, and there was nothing but fighting and deception there, and I don't want to collaborate there anymore. Okay. Well, all I can tell you is your person is thinking about it. Now, I don't know, I don't have clear cards of communication, or like they would be coming back and telling you this, but I think she's thinking about it. Undecided. Undecided. I'm not sure I want to put this wand down yet. I'm not sure. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, roger that. Okay, yes. Well, hey, Chill, I hadn't seen you in a minute. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that compliment about my nails. And honestly, Saturnian Son, I feel like it was a good decision that you made. I do. I think you are, and I don't mean that in an ugly, I start to be better off. I don't mean that in an ugly way at all. It just, it's what I'm feeling. It feels like, even though it was hard, that you're going to feel, once you get over the initial upset, you're going to feel like free. You're going to feel set free, where I don't think this person is feeling that way. I also wonder, this almost feels like this person is a bit codependent. Was that her nature at all? Thank you. I appreciate you too. Yes, yeah, because I didn't get that specific card, but the energy feels like that. Yeah, somebody like kind of clingy, like, yeah, codependent. Okay. Well, you got your heads up, so that's what I have. Thank you very much for your super chat tonight. You are always so generous, and I appreciate you. And I'll look into that on my end tomorrow. If I can, if I can do that for you, I will. About the membership. All right, Adia. Hey, soldier. I'm not my best tonight. I swear. Literally, this is me from the gym. I wasn't gonna get here tonight if I didn't just show up. So I didn't make my normal effort tonight, but I thought you'd rather have me here pulling cards and putting on lipstick. So yes, Adia, I am, honey. Just, I got to do my little. Wait a minute. Putting the cards back ritual. That's funny, Jill. We haven't been here that long. Well, 76 minutes. God, I can't even believe it. It seems like 10 minutes, and it's an hour and whatever, 17 minutes. Okay, now I see it. Adia, thank you. Tony or Phil, all right? Well, let's pull. Now, my speech I'm going to give you about, this is just a potential, and it's good for about 3 seconds, right? Who do you want to be with? Got to manifest that. I'm not going to give you that speech. You've heard it too many times. So I can ask who you're going to be with. Would you rather me ask, because this is a dialogue I'm having in my head right now, in case you're wondering why I'm stalling. Who would be better for you? No, let's don't ask it that way, because Spirit has a twisted sense of humor. Well, she'll grow more with this one, but that'll really hurt. No, we don't want to ask it that way. Who would you be happier with? Should we ask that? You're in between. Okay. Well, what we'll do is use 2 decks and what one looks like versus what the other looks like. Oops. All right, all right. So let me get the names again. Phil and, did I miss it? Tony. Now, what decks? So we're going to use this one. Okay. Should we ask this? Okay, so this will be Tony. We'll ask what one for Phil. Okay. And this one for Phil. Oh, come on. There we go. So Tony and Phil. Tony and Phil. I'm saying that for me, not you, because I'm going to get confused. So, what does the potential look like? That's a good question. I know, buckle up, all right. Potentials. What would the potential look like with Adia and Tony? Please and thank you, Tarot. Okay, well, that just happened. Now, that's weird because they all came out sideways. Ah! All right, let's see what they are. And I know you can't see them. Ooh, oh heavens. At the bottom of the deck, oh friends, 10 of Cups, which will put you at a crossroads. Okay, let's see now. So we have, now these came out sideways. So this is, as you hear me say, yet to be decided. How can I do this? Here, let me do this. We'll read them two ways because I don't, one or the other. Page of Swords, communication, right? Obviously. You're going to hear from them. That would mean if it's in the upright, and we're reading this two different ways. Starting out with that in the upright, you'll hear from them. What does that mean there, though? That's odd. Okay. And if they seemed a little, Tony, if he seemed a little defensive maybe, or like he had a little wall up or something, he might be putting that down for you. Now, if this person wasn't single, it's saying they are, or if they weren't, they are, or they are, period, they're liberated, whatever, from whatever, but I'm going to read this two different ways. In the upright, your person is single. Their money's good. I like that. Single and free to mingle. Ooh. Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Wow. Wow. This is fabulous. I'm trying to think how I can. Just a second. Let me just see where this goes. Well, this is a solid offer, obviously. Given by, this Ace of Pentacles is given by the King of Pentacles. Now, he's the king you'd want in a reading. He's stable. He's dependable. He takes care of his family. His money's good. Yes, please. With the Queen of Wands. Also, now, I think this is probably saying you, that he thinks you are this Queen of Wands. You are sexy and attractive, obviously. We know you are, right? A head turner. You are, there's something else going on here, though. The reason it came out sideways. So I got to, all right. So all that's good, but they didn't come out in the upright. They came out sideways. So bear that in mind. Now, for example, we're going to compare these two. This had to be complicated, didn't you know it? In the reverse, if we decide to read it that way, this is somebody who might just be spying on you. You know what that means. Looking at your picture, checking out your social media, could be driving by your house, hopefully not. They might be somebody who would put up a wall. They might not be single, or they might be codependent in nature. In a way that you might feel it's a missed opportunity because they're not stable, they're not this or that. You know, we talked about that king. And the Queen of Wands here. And I'm going to actually, I wish this hadn't been complicated. If they'd come out the slightest bit up or right, but they didn't. They came out straight sideways. I get to the bottom of it, Adia. Hang in here with me. I love that chill. In reverse, Queen of Wands is needy. She's, ooh, I don't like her in the reverse. She's very self-centered. Like, everybody, look at me. And she's shallow, and we don't like that. We don't want that. No. Okay, so, Chill jinxed you. That, we should have known it was Chill's fault right now. All right, hold up. I'm trying to think how I can determine, because this could go on all night here if we don't figure this out. Here's the thing. I feel like these are upright, energetically, energy-wise. I feel like it's upright. But there's some backstory here, the reason that they came out sideways, and I don't know what that is yet. Maybe there's somebody lurking in the wings. Maybe some backstory we don't know about. That there's a reason. There's never an accident about why they come out the way they do. So I think I'll leave this card because that was at the bottom of the deck. Is there a backstory for this? Why these cards came out sideways and why they might be the opposite? Just if mm-hmm. I can just ask a simple question, but it feels like there's a message here I need to get out. That's why I'm hesitating. I can just ask, oh, okay, well, give me if they're meant to be read upright, then I'm going to cut the deck, and if the card is upright, then these need to be read upright. I can make it that simple, but I want to be clear. I'm tuning in and feeling while I'm looking at cards, and it feels like there's some message I'm supposed to give you here, and I don't know what that is yet, so let's see what it says. All right, it is in the upright. Queen of Pentacles, I love that. So for the moment, let's say these cards are in the upright. But I couldn't help, I can't ignore the fact that even though this is a King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles in the upright, a divine pair, do you know what happens now? I can't ignore that there was another queen here. And I could feel that. I could feel it. That could just mean this person isn't over his ex or something like that. That's all that can mean, but there's something else going on there. I feel like that's what's happening. So we'll leave that and then come back if we need to, but let's get over here. So that was Tony. This is, what was his name again? Phil? Is that right, Phil? So let's see what the potential might look like with Phil. Love it when that happens. Ooh. Okay. That's so interesting. Getting some of the same cards. Well, Chill, sadly, Phil is not measuring up. I'm just saying. But maybe he just needs some time. Okay, because 10 of Wands in reverse. Heavy, heavy burden. Maybe, now I don't know, the way we ask the question, we have to be mindful always of how we ask the question. What the question was is about how would this look with Adia. I didn't ask what kind of a day is he having. And so I can't lose sight of that being a very heavy burden as a potential. Next to, this is, Six of Wands. In the upright, it would be a victory, but this is a failure here. Why? Because somebody was not, or potentially was not listening to their intuition. Not And this can also be things coming to light. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have fighting, bickering, competition, not fun stuff. Because plans fall through potentially, ships not coming in, somebody wasn't the right time, could have had to do either this is saying you or this person or somebody in their life is influencing the connection, because the Queen of Swords in the reverse is very cold and harsh, and I kind of feel like it's saying you might feel this way about this person. I don't know, but no. But oddly, you remember that Ace of Pentacles we talked about over here with Tony? Then here it comes over here on this side. But it's saying, I think this person's not healed from something. Oof. Because they're saying they have clarity, and yet they're not, and yet they haven't learned their lesson about something here. And so they're not, this is, again, we're talking about future, even though sometimes I talk in past tense. Yeah, I think they have it. What was someone for that? Yeah, Two of Swords. Being overwhelmed by choice there. Not wanting to, or maybe this could be even no communication, because somebody's overwhelmed. Now, here's another Queen in the mix. The Queen of Cups. This could be you, though, here in this equation. Now, let me look back, because yeah, that was the first Queen we had over here. And then feeling left out in the cold, remorse and regret. Oh, and now, okay, and now we have the, yeah, we did. I know I did. I didn't make that up. Hang on, where is she? There she is. Now, bear in mind, over here, we have two Queens and a King of Swords. And in the middle of it, we have this hot mess, leaving somebody out in the cold. Now, I don't know. I'd have to dig deeper to see the future of who's leaving who out in the cold here. But this could portend of, because the King of Swords was upright and the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. So the King of Swords is upright, the Queen of Cups is upright, but the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. She's angry, bitter, bitchy even. I don't like to use that word here, but this does not look good for Phil. So I want to come back. I'm curious. That's kind of a no-brainer there. So let's revisit and ask, if you don't mind, I'm nosy. But I can't get that frog out of my throat. I got one of those frogs in my throat tonight. Yikes. Tessie is an 11/11 Scorpio. Yes, we rock, we rock. Welcome, Tessie. Why? Can you tell me why the cards fell outside? I just say, I'm going to be brave and just ask. It'll probably give me 120 cards, but let's ask. Why was this a debate about this energy being upright? Why did that happen? Because what's going on behind the scenes here? I want to know. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I've kind of sensed there. Your person is kind of in a timeout, proverbially. In other words, You may be talking to them, but they're trying to get a new perspective about something that hurt them very deeply. And I don't think this is you. This feels like something in their past. Well, I don't think it's you because I don't think you've gotten in that deep or gotten to know this person that much. This you have to know somebody a while before you can feel this. This is remorse and regret. And very possibly remorse and regret about giving their feelings to somebody that lied to them and caused this very, very heavy burden. And so they pulled back. And we're talking about Tony here. He pulled back and said, oh, I think I'll just go out here and explore options and not, So I think that that's what that's saying. Maybe they're just not over this issue yet. I mean, that's clearly what it says, actually. Getting a new perspective from this remorse, regret, trying to get over it. Put something in the past, clearly. Okay, so that to me sounds like that person just needs more time. And maybe, let them lead, if you know what I mean, in terms of time. Let them be the one who either initiates or leads or whatever. But I mean, these cards are beautiful in the upright for this person. Hey, baby, want to go get coffee tonight? Hey, I'm thinking about letting my wall down for you because now I'm free and I got so much money. I'm going to bring some of it to you. I'll take you out to a nice dinner. I'm the man. I just want to ask what this Queen of Wands in reverse is too, though. So let me do that. Hopefully you're not in a hurry. Because this, energetically, I'm pulling these cards and she just like sticks out, like she's over here and these cards are over here. And I want to know what I don't know if this is an aspect of this person, how they're, or if this is somebody, and I want to know more about that. So I'm going to ask, tell me about this Queen of Wands. Please and thank you. Who is this Queen of Wands and how does this relate to Tony, please? And thank you. You tried to do it to me again, didn't you? Sideways, my whatever. Okay. Yeah, I think this was somebody in their past. This is probably who they're trying to get over. I suspected that because the energy felt different, but I wanted to confirm it. This is somebody in their past. Now, I don't know that it was necessarily a lover, but it feels like it might have been because things came to light about some kind of betrayal or somebody who played mind games, and maybe they said, oh no, I want to make amends, but then it was too late because the damage was done. Karma might have been in play here, might have just, been right in the middle of it actually, but that's the Justice card, so things needed to, I think this person, Tony, wanted to so what, seek fairness. I can't get the words out. Isn't Mercury direct already? I guess we're still in shadow. And it really, his confidence took a blow because he was, in a state of anxiety for a while, right? But he's moving forward now. He's just very, very, very slow moving because of what he dealt with back here. And I feel confident saying that because the Three of Cups is here. And of all the decks, this Three of Cups, when it's in the upright, I don't always jump to the conclusion that there's a third-party situation. But the artwork in this is these people are really overindulging here. So, yeah, I think that there was overindulging in some kind of a love situation here. And somebody had to make a choice, and it left somebody else out in the cold. Very, you know, the typical love story, yep. And then it ended, and now, you know, he's just been up in his head, and yeah, you know, that whole story that we all know all too well. But I think that's why those cards wanted to come out the way they did, because it's just saying he's just moving uber slow, and I think he's going to get there. You just need to be gentle with him, Adia, and take your time with him. I'm laughing, but that's how it reads to me. Like, you know, go easy on him now. Just saying. Oh. Oh gosh, I missed a whole bunch of chat here. I didn't know that. Wait, let me catch up here. You're saying, I knew Phil was a dead end, trying to run away from what I feel for Tony. Oh, yeah, something in us knows, don't we? I feel like he will. I think he needs to do it in his own good time. You're saying you were called to him recently. I wonder if I should apologize. Well, we can ask. I got nobody else waiting for a reading. Let me do that. We're staying with this deck because Tony's in that deck, apparently. We like Tony over here. So let's ask. Shuffle 3 times and cut. If it's upright, that means yes, you should apologize. In the reverse, no. Oh, I did? I have somebody? Oh, I didn't know that. Yes, of course. I get you, Queen of Swords. Oh, okay. No, just wait. Let's see what's under that. All right. There could be a message here. Oh, yeah. I was feeling that before I saw the card. This could also be saying he may be trying to get his money right again because you've got, or he's holding on too tight, or, you know, sometimes that ooh, I'm trouble in the mouth tonight. I can't make a sentence. I think he may be working on getting his money and his house back. And when I say house, I don't just mean his physical house. His environment, his home, meaning his energy too, his house back in order after this tower situation that he's been through. Yeah, he's still not quite happy yet. And there's the Lovers. Yeah. So, that's a no for me. Yep, that's a no for me. I love that y'all talk to each other like that. That just makes me so happy. You are very welcome, Adia. I like this person for you. I'm going to say I like the King of Pentacles would be my favorite. Probably over a King. Well, I don't know. King of Cups is nice too, but they're more stable and, you know, all the stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so I think just give him some time. Now, the next time you see him, and you will, because I was asking that in my mind. Do you remember when we were going through the cards and I said just give him time because he is moving. He's just moving very, very slowly. And I cut the deck when I asked that in my head, and that's what card came back out. So, yeah, and these cards are coming back out. Yep, yep. So, just next time you see him, maybe let him know clearly that, I don't mean, be all over him. You know what I'm saying, but let him know you're interested, or the door's open. That's the way I want to say it. Let him know the door's open. Oh, goodness. Oh, awesome. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's probably better to ask it well, not always. I'm not saying this to other people. I'm saying this to you. Might have been better to ask that a little more blind, because I prefer not to know too much anyway. Don't want it to taint the reading, All right. Good. Well, I'm so glad. Yay. Good positive reading for you. Like that. About time we got some of those, right? Jeez. Guess who came back to see me? Yep. Oh, God. He's persistent if nothing else. Oh, hi, Callie. I'm glad you made it, too. Yeah, you know what he said? Okay, Queen, I got you. He came by to show me. I feel like I'm about ready to cough. Hang on. Y'all are funny. He came to show me his new big boss truck that he'd gotten. Because he said, you always believed in me, even when others didn't, and I wanted you to see that. In other words, he was his way of trying to pay me a compliment, even though it was kind of weird. But he was paying me a compliment, like, thank you for believing me. Look I'm making it, and you believed in me, and you were right. Whatever. But and then he left. Bye. Such a tangled web we weave. Okay, Queen of Swords wants to know, how is PH currently feeling about you? Okay, let me put these cards right. Put them back right. Because if I won't like myself for that. All right. And then ask which deck for you. Yep, I know. He actually said that to me. He said, all right, I got to go to work now, but I'll be back later this week or later. I don't know. I didn't ask you back. Hey, Goth, how you doing? Feels like it's going to be that deck for you, Queenie. Now everything's copacetic. It's not so much that I'm OCD, but I am a little bit. But I have a ritual and I have a disagreement, so Tarot knows how the cards are going to go back. And if I don't do that, and then I ask what deck, it's my little system. Now we're asking, what deck for Queen? My Queen of Swords, what deck? Okay, well, that's not what I thought. That's what I get. See? I'm glad I did what I was supposed to do here. Okay. Now, is PH feeling toward Queenie? How does PH feel toward Queen? Please and thank you. Toward my Queen of Swords. How does PH feel? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, goodness. Well, now it's not in the reverse, but for me, there was an issue around equal give and take that caused a tower, right? Well, whatever that looked like. I don't know if that's a breakup or just an argument or I don't know what. Either because a cycle was repeating regarding this, well, let me just say that and then see what's down here. Do you know that sometimes I am so tempted to take this out of the deck? I can't say what I'm thinking here, but I know, right? Well, it didn't come out initially, but they do feel there's unfinished business with you, okay? They do feel there's unfinished business after this tower moment. Let's see what else. You saw me shuffle. You saw me shuffle. That's why I do it on camera. Just saying. Now, so somebody's making a choice. Now, I don't have all the cards. I don't want to jump to conclusion here about third parties, but sometimes this is a third party. You hear me say, that's not always a romantic interest. Could be a mama, could be a dog, could be a job, but somebody wasn't getting good love in here. I've never said that about this card, ever. It just came right out of my mouth. Yeah, I swear to goodness, somebody wasn't getting loved on like that. Interpret that as you will. Somebody felt somebody was being cold here. And now somebody's feeling abandoned. Okay. So, Queenie, weigh in here for me. I assume this tower moment has happened already. Well, I will laugh with you then. Yeah, I feel like this tower has happened. It's almost like your person, I feel like there's this, the picture they're giving me is somebody sitting in the corner, you know, like, what the F just happened here? Like, they don't even realize, you know, it happened so quickly or something. It just feels like something happened so quick and they just get, you know, they haven't caught up yet. That's what, something like that. All right. We had a falling out. I felt he didn't have my back. Yep. What was that Knight of Cups? What I said? You just didn't love me right. You didn't love me enough. Or how did I say it now? I'm channeling. I don't know. Oh well, he's missing you. Yep. I was overwhelmed. I had too much on my plate and I couldn't commit to that, whatever it was you wanted me to do, and it's not true. Manipulation. Let me see what else Tara would like to say tonight. I'm just being out with it, aren't I? Well, of course, the star always comes out after the tower. I'm wishing and hoping on a star that we can heal this. So there might be communication from your person, Queen, coming in with a big hot offer here, saying, well, let's talk about this because I really think we need to get things out on the table here and tell the truth about this fight that we had. All right. It's okay with me, Adia. Adia's saying I want to put him in a headlock for her. And I said, yeah, that's fine with me. I'll show you how to put him in a chokehold. I was the queen of chokeholds at my dojo. I'm not playing. I really was. That was like the thing that I was known for. And a quick sidebar. Yeah, playing mind games with you. Okay, drunk darling. Playing mind games with you. Ego, pride, all that. Yeah, I'm too busy being me over here looking out for me, and I don't care that you needed me. I'm just gonna, yeah, that. And now, this is the card of self-sabotage, and now it's the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Oh, goodness. Now we got the T. Oh, heavens. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry, I can't. I swear, y'all, if I could take this out of every deck I have, but then I could not read tarot because, it's just so much. It's like people can't keep their pants on. I wanted to say that earlier, and I censored myself, but I'm saying it. People can't keep their pants on. Just saying. No. Nobody going to jail, but that sure could look a lot like it, couldn't it? I'm just saying. Oh, man. I am from the South, Nathan, deep in the South. Alabama. Was born in Georgia. Oh, I don't know. Can we talk about this? Let's move it on to Caramel Waters. I don't know. Yeesh. Yep, self-imposed jail. Some readers read this as that, like that. That's why I was laughing the minute she said it. Ooh, yeah, somebody was, I'm surprised the Magician isn't in reverse here. You like that? I know. Whoop the breeches off him. Yeah. Oh, I wish we were in person. I could show y'all some moves. Oh, goodness, you'd laugh. You know, there's because we did pressure points too. There's a spot. I don't have a big enough, well, I do, that's not true. There's a pressure point, like if you on your back, right along in here on your back, where most of us have a little extra roll or whatever there. If you can grab it, there's a certain pressure point there. If you pinch that hard enough on that pressure point, they will dance for you like a frog in a frying pan. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm having fun with y'all tonight. I think that's true, Queen of Swords. I think he's not probably happy, but I think he also knows I have stepped in it and sabotaged this, and it's woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's hard to do it on yourself. You can, but it's really hard to do it on yourself. It's about like if you had side seams and you move the hand around your back, it's about 3 to 4 inches from the side seam somewhere. If you pinch around, you'll find it. But you have to have a really hard, and I'm telling you, I made grown men, twice my size, dance like a, it's funny. Yeah, they need to put it into that messing around for sure. I had a boss, I gotta tell y'all the story since we're talking about bosses. When I was younger, I was 27, I think then. I was the administrative assistant to a hotel manager in Atlanta. That man physically chased me around his desk in his office. Physically chased me around the desk. And I mean, oh my God. Oh, Kelly, hey. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right, Kelly, hang on. We will ask that for you just 1 second here. Let me finish this up for Queen. What else do we need to know about the situation? You know what I don't? Okay. I said this is the woulda, coulda, shoulda. I think he's just doesn't want to get caught, one of those energies, but I don't know that it's necessarily. Thank you, Kelly. All kidding aside, when I tune into this, it's like, I'm trying to think the equivalent card. More like he thought he could get away with it, playing mind games. He thought he could get away with it. There's just a whole big old ego sitting up with that person there tonight, right here, right now on that card. Just saying that Lee doesn't know her job. I do anything with her, but wants me to train and work with her. I feel like, please, well, that wouldn't surprise me with that, with this. It was, Kelly. And back then, because I'm 74 years old, so that was almost 50 years ago, there weren't the laws, and that, you couldn't go and report them to HR, and, it was a different world. It happened. And they caught you sometimes. I'm just saying. I'm sure that still happens, but a little bit different world now. Yeah, I feel like, I hear what you're saying, nothing's happened, and but there's something here where he knows, I feel like he knows he's done something wrong, but yet he doesn't care. I hate to say it, but that's what I'm feeling off of this. I don't care. It's like, I don't care. See those two people here? Let me show you. There's two people in the background of these cards, and he has defeated both of those people. And look at the expression on his face. I don't care. Playing both sides to get what I want. So it kind of, but he knows what he's done or what he's doing. Anything else can you tell me? Okay, well, that's interesting. So has he made you like some kind of a money offer, or he's thinking about it? But this is very, very slow. In other words, is he making you promises or something? Because that's an offer, a tangible offer. Slow, 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 but I was thinking about what you said about the work situation. Maybe he's thinking he'll offer you more money or something. No money offer, no. You said what you said, nothing is, okay. Yes, he knows that, okay. All right. Love it. Anything else? Yeah, I don't see any cards here of cups or, or anything to say that there's feelings here. It's just, I mean, except for the Three of Cups, and we know what that is. That's what we talked about, the wife and the other situation. Or could it be not just the wife? This could be because you said this other person in the office space. Maybe that's what that means. Oh, yeah, look. Oh, this is, yeah. Conflict, competition, Queen of, okay. I think this is advice for you. Cut it out. You got something better coming, yeah. Whatever this is, heartbreak. I want to, the words that were coming to me, regardless of what personal situation is with this somehow feels like this is saying, because the words I heard were heartbreak in the office place. Because this just sometimes reminds me of people in an office situation bickering and carrying on, and you just want to put that behind you. I know you do, and you don't, or nor do you want to get pulled into that drama. That's just drama all day long to me, office drama. Cut it out. Don't get pulled into that. Because you got something better coming. I don't know what, but that's the money card, the tangible, something new, universe bringing you something better here that you're about to hear about. Something better. Wouldn't it just be the cat's meow if this guy came and said, oh, I have created a new position for you and I'm going to pay you so much money to shut you up. Well, I mean, really. I'm not telling you what to do, but I wouldn't. I'm not saying not to take the job if that happens, but just be sure he's not holding, I don't know, just focus on the truth. Anyway, you are in a strong position here, clearly, in this situation. Queen, you are in a strong position. Cut out what doesn't serve you. That's this person, I mean, you may just have to tell him the truth. He's a clear communicator. He's an excellent communicator, but he doesn't suffer any fools, right? He tells the truth. Mm-hmm. Let's ask. Let's ask. What should be cut out of this situation? What is this King of Swords? Tell me about this King of Swords. What needs to be cut out here? Okay. Put an end to something that's making you unhappy or creating unhappiness. The World card and the Sun in the reverse. Another way I could read that, though, is, now I'm not trying to get you to start drama. I'm not. But, and I only heard half of the story, or read half the story, because I'm trying to stay here too and read half, so I think I missed some of the story. But I could also read this to say, if you speak your truth and say, if you don't put an end to this nonsense, I'm going to talk about what's not being seen, what's being hidden, what's not currently being illuminated. What else? Tell me more about this King of Swords. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. Simple. I'm not doing that. Whatever that is for you was something about whether it's being romantic with him. Of course, I know you're not going to do that. But could also be maybe you're saying I'm not going to work with that woman. But this is the Apprentice card. This is working on something in the reverse. I'm not doing it. I'm not working on that. I'm not putting anything into that situation. Well, King of Cups. What does that have to do with anything? Oh, it could be saying, yeah, I'm unhappy because I'm not doing what I love here. You're making me do something I don't love. Or I want to do something, okay, I'm saying the same thing 20 different ways. P and A, okay, and I both agree that she needs to go, but for whatever reason, he won't make it happen. I think he feels bad about firing her. Well, and I will tell you, I do know they have to have a lot of documentation, and it's not like it used to be to fire somebody. You got to have, I mean, I don't know what kind of company it is, but it's not as easy to fire people as it used to be. Okay, so you already told them, because that's what this feels like. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Put an end to it. I'm not happy about it. I'm not investing in it. I'm keeping me happy in this situation because it's just going to be more conflict if I do. That's what it feels like. Yeah, just speak your truth. That's the bottom line. Speak your truth. That's what it feels like. You already told them. Yeah. Well, then Spirit's backing you up. You did the right thing. Yep. Yep. It's my computer back there. What else? Tarot says, I meant what I said. He came out again in the little deck. I meant what I said. There's no expansion. And I feel like it's talking about with that woman in that situation. It's just telling the story over again. Yeah. It's not going anywhere toward making money and making nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There needs to be harmony. What else are you telling me about that? You're breaking up with her. Thinking back on the good old times when things were truthful and honest, and before all that happened, yeah. Well, how can I word that? Tell me how you want me to word that. What's the outcome of what? You staying, you're going? Tell me how you want me to word that, because it's kind of a broad question. Ooh, these feel nice tonight. I haven't used those in a minute. Thank y'all for the hearts. I love that. Okay, there's the question. There it is. All right, let's ask. Bear with me here as I get these all put back. Well, we'll ask. We'll just get the tea, get the skinny. Whew. Y'all, I cooked for 2.5 days, and then I had my luncheon yesterday, and it was wonderful. But I feel like I've been talking, even though I hadn't been here like I normally do. I feel like I've been talking for days. All right, what deck do we want to ask that question? Okay. So 3 shuffles, and we'll cut. If it's upright, the answer is yes. So we're asking the question, will pH fire K? 3 shuffles, a cut. If it's upright, that means yes, pH will fire K. If it's reversed, it means no. No, and it's interesting that this card of all cards came out. And behind that is the moon. So there have been some secrets coming to light. There may have been feelings there between those two. Did you tell me that you might have suspected that? There might have been something there. Yeah. I mean, it's in reverse now, but well, all right. Also, this person that you're talking about, well, okay, bear in mind, there's no gender in tarot. This could be saying her. She had feelings. I should have made that clear. Maybe she had feelings toward him. I don't know, but this is, I'm just pausing here because I'm tuning to the energy here on this card, and I think, is she prone to being a little hysterical on occasion? I think he might be afraid that she'll go off. You know, she'll be overly emotional maybe. And, yeah, prone to hysterics is what I heard. That could be why he's, yeah. Holding back. Let me finish my sentence. Something to do with the pain. Yeah. Anyway. There it is. Yeah. I love that idea. Jedi mind trick. Yes. These are not the droids you're looking for. Yeah. Could be. Well, that's what I have, Queen. I hope that helps. I mean, that was a pretty clear no, but because of for something else. So I'd be tempted to pull on that card. That night had some other spin on it there, some other energy on it, but I don't know I don't think that's relative to your story. It just might have been whatever. I think Adia is speaking from experience. Yep, that could be. Definitely could be. Yep. Okay, now let me go back up because you said something. I saw something about PayPal. Did somebody PayPal? PayPal? You need to go check that or what? Let me see. Where was that? Oh, that was you. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. You know I didn't. expect that, but I'm always eternally grateful. So thank you, thank you. Oh, okay. So you you meaning you have another question, or because I'm confused, Queen? And who is this? Was it Kelly with? I got to go back up here and find it. Kelly, I think it was. I just read your quote, Kelly. Kelly's saying I saw a quote that says something along the lines of, your boyfriend you need to drop will keep you from meeting your husband. That is so darn true. Oh my gosh, that's so true. Oh, God. Oh, goodness. Oh, thank you, Queen. Appreciate that so much. Is my person getting abused in his marriage? Ooh, yeah, I remember reading that now. I think I blocked it. It was, all right. Okay. We're using almost all the decks tonight. All right. Good evening. I stand with Russia. Good evening. How are you tonight? I'm not my loveliest tonight, but I'm here. Like I said, I got my gym grunge going on tonight. Okay. We want to know, let me see how I want to form this question for Kelly. Well, actually, I could just ask it like you ask it. Is Kelly's person getting abused in his marriage? Oh, that makes me sad to think about it. Okay. See, sometimes when I ask the question, it's, all right, is Kelly's person getting abused in the marriage? Okay. So, shuffle 3 times. I'm talking to my team, like, this is how I want this, this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do my part. You do your part. For a yes and no answer, let's look at that first. Shuffle 3 times and cut the deck. Upright is yes. Reversed is no. Is Kelly's person... And I knew I knew there were going to be cards that flipped out. I could feel that happening. But I'm still going to get... Well, no, it's not going to let me. It's going to tell me the story, okay? All right, guys, one second here. I'm in my own little world here, Kelly. I have a conversation in my head with my team, and then they answer me, and then I'm back, and so bear with me, please. All right, I see what you want. You wanted to give me this message, but you want, all right. Wish I would speak up over there. Yeah, I know that was the King of Wands. 3 shuffles. 3 shuffles. Yes or no? 3 shuffles and a cut. Yes or no? Okay. No. So the answer is no, but there's a story that Tarot wants me to tell here, Kelly. And you know, that would depend a lot on your definition of what being abused is. I have to say that, because we would all have a little different version of that, but I'm feeling I don't have the quintessential card of an ending here, okay? But, wait, what did I miss? You said something funny? She's good about that. Wait, what did she say? I'm missing this whole great conversation over here. Kelly, excuse me 1 second. Oh, Sok Savan Yang asked if I sell the cards. You can get most of these on Amazon, and I'm not sure which deck you're asking about, so if you can tell me which deck. This one here is called the Light Seer deck. Get those on Amazon. These are the Rider Waite. You can get those on Amazon. I think these were a beginner deck. They're called beginner deck because they have messages on them, and these came off of Amazon. I mean, all of these came off of Amazon, but maybe one of my decks, I think, almost all of them came off of Amazon. To answer your question, Kelly, back to you, honey. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, L3, thank you so much for the super chat. So, what I'm feeling, though, so back to my statement, I don't have the Ten of Swords, which would be an ending. I put an ending, but this feels like your person. I'm assuming this is your person here. There is nostalgia, thinking back about, well, now hold on just a minute, hold on. I'm going to restate that. Unable to get past some things from the past, memories, and it's like I can't let some things go, emotions and feelings and memories and nostalgia about this relationship. But this is the Hierophant card, by the way, in reverse. This to me would symbolize a relationship. It's in reverse. So that means even though I'm feeling, I'm having a hard time getting past these feelings, but I don't think that your person's really feeling committed to this situation anymore. And that could be because of you. I'm not blaming. This is not a judgment. I don't judge here. I do not judge here. But I do have the Three of Cups, which means sometimes there's something else, somebody in the mix. So, and I feel like this is your person feeling remorseful about this. And I don't mean about you. I mean, they're just feeling, how did I get myself here, is what I'm feeling. How did I get myself here? Kelly, I don't know. I can't remember everybody. Forgive me for that comes here. But so if you've heard me say this before, or I don't know if it's your first time, but tarot often gives me the backstory before it answers my question. So we've got the yes or no answer. The answer is no, but now it's telling me a story here. Remorse and regret about what? About making an offer of some kind, or about some kind of an offer, or it could even be money. I don't know what this is. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Oh, you're coming. Yeah, it's hard to turn that off, isn't it? We all know that one. We do all know that. So then maybe this is tarot showing me them and you, or I don't know, it could be reverse the roles if need be, but that probably is telling me that's what this is. You're secretly hoping your person will come and still bring you that tangible offer that you want. But it's interesting that it fell right underneath the Hierophant. So this is saying, but you also know they can't commit because there's 3 people in the mix here. And I got 2 3s, one under the other. So there can't be a collaboration, and that's the truth. And so that situation is putting your person and you, I think, in this energy. I mean, just look at the picture here. Yep. I don't know how, I keep hearing, I don't know how I got here. I don't know how I got here. Now, let me see. I'm going to wait and ask it that different. Okay. Be sure I hadn't missed your comment. Well, it's what I was trying to figure out, because at the bottom here, behind this agony, this mental agony, is the Page of Swords, which would be communication. About what? About a new beginning. But I hesitated to say that because I don't want to, first of all, I don't want to get your hopes up. And secondly, because but the card right underneath that is a Nine of Cups in reverse. You don't want that offer. This is somebody holding back. This is somebody who's not emotionally stable even, or overly emotional, and that's not what you want. But things are coming to light about the situation. Well, right, we know he's not single. How he disappointed you, I think, because this situation, and he's not single. And very possibly because he can't give his cup of love in this situation. But I think he's afraid you may be walking away, but at the same time you can't. You, or maybe saying he, both of you feel like you can't walk away. Ay, bless your heart. Oh, honey, I'm feeling for you. So I will pull, I'll ask that question specifically. What deck here to, where's my little, I usually use that one all the time and I haven't even used it tonight. How can that be? So let's ask that. Show me, will he communicate? Will he communicate in the future something that will give them hope? Kelly, I'm going to have to give it to you straight. Now, I talk a lot about law of attraction here on this channel, so if you don't know what that is, please go and educate yourself about law of manifestation, law of attraction, because you can change this. This is just one pinpoint of time. This is just one potential that we're looking into in this one moment in time. You can change this, but this looks like the question I asked about in the future, and it looks like somebody is still juggling and they have to walk away. This, and then we ask, your person is walking away, and I feel like when I looked at the bottom of the deck, because I feel like he can't let go, apparently, of this stuff from his past, which I presume is his other relationship. And he needs to let that go. He needs to be released from that situation, which is toxic and probably holding him back, the very thing that's holding him back from coming to you and bringing you this. Remember this? This offer? It's from the little deck. That's holding him back. So he's got to set himself free from this. This is the devil card in reverse. These are things that hold us back. It can be relationships, it can be addictions, it can be negative thinking, but I think we know what it is, right? So I'd have to say not at this point in time. Now, again, that could change tomorrow. It just feels like when I tune into his energy, he feels as exhausted as you. I'll just be honest with you. He feels like, I can't do this. He feels like, kind of like this picture here. But I'm surprised the strength card hasn't come out in reverse. He feels weak, like I don't have the strength to do it, is what I'm feeling when I tune into his energy. I don't have the strength to do what it would take to bring you this right now. Again, it could change tomorrow, Kelly. It could change tomorrow. And I did not, in those cards that I just came out, I did not see cards of communication. You asked me about communication. I don't see that. Again, if you get busy manifesting and get busy telling a new story like you want it to be, that could change, but I don't see cards here about him communicating with you. I just see a card of walking away. So, Kelly, I was surprised that Kelly's saying, wow, I was surprised at it too. They met and married so fast, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that, I'm not really getting that story, of course, but although I'm getting a very oddly specific message that she could be reminding him of something happy in his childhood. Something about her reminds him of a happy time in his childhood. Totally strange message to give you, but that was just what came through here. Partly because, unless she's pregnant, because there's children on this card. And then in this deck, they're celebrating, they're looking up at the sky, friends collaborating, you know, coming together. But, you know, this can also be children. So I just feel like there's something about, I don't know if she's childlike in her, I don't know what that means, but it's just a very specific message. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Kelly. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate your super chat. Yeah, that was a very strange message, but something about, I think, about that person takes him back to his childhood in a happy way. Okay, whatever. Okay. Kelly, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, this could change tomorrow. You have free will. He's got free will. If you want him back, get busy telling a different story and manifesting the outcome you want. All right, guys. Am I caught up, ladies? I don't know where I am in this in this soup here that we're all in. You're welcome, Kelly. My pleasure. Again, I appreciate you being here, and thank you for being patient and letting me get through that other reading. Could have sworn there was a flipper, but no. Okay. Okay, Queen, that's for me. Okay. Well, you said that, but then I got distracted trying to do her reading. So, L3, thank you. Somebody keep me straight here. I can't keep up with it. My mods do that, and they do a fabulous job here. Okay, Queen, it's okay with you? All right. Then L3. His feelings, will he return? Do I wait or move on? That's like 4 questions, but what deck for L3? I cannot get this stool right tonight. Let me do that. That'll help. Oof. My bum is numb. Sitting that way, that's better. What deck for L3 tonight? Okay. Okay, I'm reading for L3. Sorry, guys, let me get a sip of tea, please. Excuse me. All right, asking for L3. What are his feelings? We'll start with that. Give me 3 cards, please. What are his feelings? Oh, really? Sorry, you had several questions, and when I picked it up, that's for one of the questions, not that question. Okay, his feelings. This one. Okay. What are his feelings? Ooh, unhappy. unhappy, unfulfilled, because there is disharmony or some kind of a breakup within the home. This is home and family, or what represents home and family. And I say breakup, yeah, it feels like a breakup. I don't usually say that word with this card, but that's what it feels like. But disharmony, the Ten of Pentacles, this can also mean his money is not good also, or it's affecting his money. So let's see. Yes, he's married but separated. Okay, all right. Thank you for confirming that. And triple confirmed because the Justice card is in the reverse. So, oh yeah, Justice card in reverse. Excuse me, I'm trying to talk without croaking. Conflict, competition, yes, fighting with probably this queen who is not happy here, Queen of Cups in reverse. Heavy, heavy burden. Yep. So, yeah, all that, thank you, is confirmed. All right, but now how does he feel about you? So we know that's how he feels about that situation. How does he feel about you? Thank you. I got a comment on that, Kelly. 1 second, L3, excuse me. I got a comment on that. Because I know you, and I appreciate you putting the emojis after your comment, because I know where you're coming from with that. And it's sad because it is true. But that just means we have something to heal in us. That's why we are attracted to them. And it's a two-way street. They are attracted to us or it wouldn't be happening. So, you know, everybody's got a dog in this fight, so to speak. But relationships happen, whether it's romantic or platonic or business, somebody at the workplace, somebody at the grocery store. Anything that happens to us in relationships is an opportunity for us to look at ourselves and look at where we are weak or triggered and where we need to heal ourselves. So I have to say that almost every time or it wouldn't be right. So, yeah, why did we attract that person that wasn't going to be faithful to us? Why did we, you know, all the things. Anyway, let me stay on track here. Let me refocus. L3, what are his feelings toward L3? I'm glad to hear that, Kelly, because that's the gold. And if you can do that and then start telling the opposite story, like whatever your lesson is, I am good enough is a big one for almost everybody on some level. I'm good enough. I am the chosen one. And you know, I don't mean that in the way that most people mean it, but I am chosen. Oh, come on. Okay, let's try it this way. Okay. Well, how does he feel about you? He's got a big old fat crush on you, to say the least. There are feelings there. But this can also say he feels he owes you an apology. And he is having, oh goodness, look at this. He's having anxiety and sleepless nights because he broke your heart. Because, and he knows that you want what's fair. And it caused all this conflict. Yep. Because he knows you wanted this, the Lovers, and instead you got this, the Ten of Cups in reverse, which is unhappiness. Dashing of dreams, as it were. Yeah, I mean, he cares about you. That's the answer to that question. But in this particular deck, and I don't know on this small deck if you can see it, up here in the corner there's a pig with wings on, and he's kind of looking up there like the heart throb. My heart is throbbing, but I don't know if I can have that person. Maybe when pigs fly, can I have that person again? I heard. So that's how he's feeling. Now let's see, what was your other questions? Can you type, because this is a one question reading and you had several components to that question, so I can't find it. It's so far up there, I can't find it now. Oh, there it is. Okay. Will he return, or do I wait, move on? Oh, I got it. Will he return? Okay, 3 shuffles. Upright is yes. Reversed is no. Will he return? Possibly. He does want to balance the scales. I would say that's a yes. But, oh, yeah. I want to balance this. Yeah, I want to make this right. Again, you saw me shuffle, right? And these cards came out again. Same cards. Wild how tarot does that, right? Now, I don't want to word that. I want to ask, that's where this deck is, okay. What is the advice? Should L3 move on or stay? What is the advice in how to proceed? He knows you want justice. And I don't always get this, but I feel like he also knows this was some kind of a karma. This karma's being paid here. Or maybe that, anyway, maybe he got his karma. Now I want to know, y'all, I'm sorry, hang on a second. Something itching my eyes or hair, I don't know what that was. So what is the advice? Should L3 move on or stay? What's the advice, please? Oh, he ghosted you after saying we can be exclusive. Ah, and then oh my gosh. And that he cared about you. Gosh. Oh. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to have to get the t-shirt made for us all. Keep it in your pants. Keep your pants on. Now, that's what, keep your pants on. I think I'll have to do that. If you know what's good for you, you'll keep your pants on. All of us. Everybody. Oh. All right. Please show me advice for L3. Should L3 move on or okay? quintessential card of moving on, speaking of. After a breakup, or isolating after a breakup. Okay. I know. You did, because everybody's story's kind of been the same tonight. We're all dealing with the same thing. I say we, I'm not, except that he keeps showing up at my door. I'm not talking or reaching out in any form or fashion, but anyway, we're all kind of dealing with the same, excuse me, situation. So that we were talking about that earlier anyway. Yeah, everybody just needs to keep their pants on. Maybe I should get one of these made. The synchronicity, because it says to let you know that I know you can't read that because it's backwards on the screen, but to let you know you're powerful and strong. It's a strong and powerful communication. Let you know that things are aligning very quick and very nicely tonight. If you keep your pants on. I couldn't help it. Oh, wait, L3, you remember, Neil? Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. I just picked that up. Oh, you must have just done that on the reading. Well, God bless you. Thank you. Well, yeah, that may be. Because I'm trying to figure out what this is saying here. And that might explain this. Because this is plans that fall through. And I don't use this deck all that often, but when I do, some of the meanings I don't necessarily agree with. This is the beginner deck. It has the meanings on it. But it's interesting, when I do use it, I see meanings that, oh, I've never seen that for that, which probably means it applies. And that's why Tarot, my team wanted me to use it. And it says, playing small in reverse. Playing small, lack of planning, lack of foresight, unexpected delays, and obstacles to long-term goals. And that's the one that was sticking out to me when you said that about you hadn't slept with him yet. Yeah, that might have been an obstacle, because the next card is talking about overindulging, and this is in reverse, the third-party card, one of two for me. Definitely, it's about partying, indulging that way. Now, see, I don't agree. I read this card differently. That's why I'm just reading what it says here. But, yeah, maybe he's choosing acceptance. Acceptance of something that was disappointing. And therefore, moving on. Now, what the question I asked, however, was you. So, yeah, that could be true, but we asked for advice for you. So that's really the message for you, L3. Accepting something disappointing and moving on. Take the time that you need to isolate. Concentrate on self-love and know your worth as an example, as this Queen of Wands. Because the Queen of Wands is very confident. She knows she's beautiful, she's sexy, she's confident, she's independent, right? She's focused, she's determined, she's a good business person, or you're good with her, you know, she turns heads. And it's saying you have all the skills you need to move on. And frankly, and because we ask advice for you, this would be saying, do not reconcile with this person. Now, I don't usually like to give messages that direct, but I heard that with, this person's not awakened yet. And I think it would just probably end up repeating itself. So, L3, was that all of your questions, I think? Did I get to everything you asked in your super chat? He's immature, yeah. And that would kind of explain, because after, where do we have the, yeah. Yeah, he would be coming in as a knight, not as a king, if he did come in. I don't know, I get a feeling of, this almost feels more to me like a Knight of Wands instead of a Knight of Cups. He'd be coming in and he'd be saying all those pretty words. But this is what he wants, yeah. That's the quintessential card of passion in the tarot. Delays, resistance, standstill, yes. Oy. So I'm going to say, let this person go is probably what, not probably, I feel like that tarot is saying for you to move on. Keep moving. Keep moving. Now, you know, again, you heard me say it. Things can change on a dime. If your person were to come in correct, and I mean, I don't know how you would test that unless you just made them keep waiting. I don't know. That's but the advice looks like choosing your own happiness and acceptance. Choosing you to make you happy, which is really the way we should show up anyway. We should fill our own cup first. Always fill your own cup first. That's what I was saying earlier, because then you attract somebody who also has a full cup of love and not looking to you for their happiness. A very dysfunctional relationship is when you're looking to anyone or anything outside of you to make you happy. Because that person will fill that role for about a minute, and then they'll start doing things that don't make you happy. So don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. You need to fill your own cup, make yourself happy, and then if they show up, let's see what they got, you know? Let's see how they show up. Well, L3, get busy getting happy. Start learning about manifestation and law of attraction. You can change the outcome. I say that to every person. I do these readings, and I can't tell you, everybody's pretty much got the same question, and my answer is pretty much the same. Regardless of what the story is, the answer is the same. You are a powerful creator, but you have to know that. You have to own it. You have to start believing it, and you have to start telling a different story. Not the story of what happened 5 minutes ago. That's done. It's already over with. And if you continue to beat that drum, you're just going to get more of that disappointment. Whereas if you tell the new story, that's more likely to come into your reality. So, awesome, you do manifestation. Awesome, awesome. That's how you got him. All right. Oh, and there you go. Well, see, you know, because then you were scared you'd lose him. That's the thing with manifestation, isn't it? That we don't talk about enough, I think, is that you got to keep it up. You can't just, oh, I got him now, I can relax. And I'm not saying you can't, but you have to be diligent, because if not, until it becomes really second nature and you really, really, really believe those things, it can be like we fall back into old patterns. It's human nature to fall back into what we know. We've been doing that. And I'm talking about thinking as well. Thinking those old patterns and falling back into those old negative thoughts. And so it's human nature. I'm not judging you, believe me. I'm not judging you. But it takes diligence, doesn't it? So you clearly know what I'm talking about there. Awesome. Well, but the thing is, you also know you did it once, you can do it again. You did it once, you can do it again. What is her, let me see, I was trying to think, it's something with, she changed it's manifest, it used to be, there's a lady who does manifestation videos, and I want to say, I think I sent this to Adia, she might remember. I think she used to call her channel Manifest with Jasmine, but she's changed it to something DOC something, I can't. Doctor something, I don't know, but do a YouTube search. Maybe it'll come up, Manifest with Jasmine, and see. Oh, thank you, Adia. Thank you for doing that. I did send it to her. She's going to look it up and let us know, because she's got all these tapes and videos, audios that you can play, and it'll help get your mind into that new thinking pattern. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate that, because I'm kind of wearing down thin here. About time for me to get off here. Oh, you do follow her, so you do. Okay, awesome. Okay, cool. So you know who I'm talking about. Why can't I think of her channel? I don't know. Anyway, I'll think of it at 2 in the morning when I can. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, Brittany. The rosy life in YouTube is great. I think the best manifestation content I have ever seen. Is that, is Rosy Life a channel? Is that what you're saying? Because we'll take all the help we can get. Oh, okay, great. Thank you, Kelly. I see your super chat here. If that's a channel, let me know. Okay, it is. Well, we'll have to check her. I'm going to write that down. We'll check that out, because I love supporting people that have good channels with good content like that. I'm writing it down. I'll check her out. It's called The Rosy Life. Thank you for that. If I can write. Okay. All right, I'm going to do Kelly's, and then ladies, let's close it out for tonight. So Kelly, you'll be my last one, I think. Oh, no, I got Queen. Yeah, Kelly and Queen. Okay, so readings are closed. Let me do these two. Thank you for reminding me. Kelly's asking, is management at my workplace slandering me to the top manager and others? Ooh. Oh, and I went straight to this one. Show me. Is management at my workplace slandering me to the top manager and others? Okay, let's ask. Let's start with 3 shuffles and a cut. Yes for upright, reverse for no. Is management at the workplace slandering Kelly to the top manager and others? Well, that would be a no. Interesting. Sorry. Nine of Cups in reverse. That's being unhappy about something. Okay. So that says no. Now let's see what cards want to come out just in general. Is there anything we need to know about that for Kelly? What does Kelly need to know about the management workspace thing? Me to the top manager and others. Thank you, whoever's hitting those hearts. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate that. No. Try this. Okay. Being at a crossroads about what? Guess who's back? Making plans. Yeah, okay, because this is a corporate job career. Who is hitting those hearts? Guys, thank you. That's so sweet. Yeah, I'm hearing indecision. And God help me, I'm being shown. And I'm not going to get into the whole long story, but they're showing me a scene that just happened here in my neighborhood this week where people were it almost got physical at an HOA meeting here, which is just absurd to me. But that's kind of like, this is the card we talked about earlier, mind games, right? Mind games. Winning at all costs, a lot of ego and pride that's causing this. I heard stalemate. Now this card means being at a crossroads. I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. So we're asking about upper management. I feel like this is talking about them. It may apply to you too, but I feel like it's talking about upper management. Because I'm getting this energy about the people at the top are fighting. People at the top can't make decisions about things because there's a lot of fighting, and it's like everybody's clawing to get to the top or to get their agenda pushed forward. And do so in the time frame that it needs to go forth. And yeah, jeez, oh man, I'm feeling that. I'm just feeling it. Yeah, I believe that. Toxic workplace. Yeesh. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it for you, Kelly. I mean, I have to swim in this energy to do these readings. I don't just read cards. I feel the energy, and well, I'll be honest, I got that yucky taste in my mouth. What else do you want to tell me? And here's the message. I think they're too busy trying to get their own little agendas across. They're not trying to slander you. They're slandering each other. I mean, that's what it feels like. Yeah, I'm sorry for them too. What else do you want me to tell Kelly here? Anything else you want me to tell Kelly? Anything else? Maybe it's said all it's going to say. We answered the question, right? Oh, well, thank you, Kelly. Well, it's my job. It's what I do. Thank you, though. Yeah, it was. Fortunately, I've had enough experience that I can pull myself out of it pretty quick. Tarot does not play. There's no stability up there. And maybe I think what's happening is these people are at such a stalemate trying to push their own agenda. I mean, look at this guy. That's what they all feel like. that it's causing, probably affecting the bottom line, number one, and causing instability. I mean, literally could be causing instability in the company here. And a lot of remorse and regret and woulda, coulda, shouldas, when they really ought to be putting in the work here. Wait, what can't we see? Yeah. I was just looking at the bottom. Remorse, regret about, I think, not putting in the work, because they're all posturing as if they're this King of Wands. He is the entrepreneur, the business person, the what you would expect a manager to be, right? But what there are things that are hidden and secrets, and this can be, yeah, the secrets. I'll leave it at that. And what that is talking about is that everybody, this is the Seven of Wands, is trying to stand and defend their own position, again, their own agenda, their department and this department and this department. You know, instead of cooperating, they're off basically getting nowhere. It's like two gerbils on a wheel going opposite direction. And I feel like it's going fast, going nowhere fast, or out of control. Because look at, you know, tarot readers, we get messages also based on images, not just the archetype meanings. I can't say that word. I'm too tired. But in this deck, the artwork is this guy sitting on the top of this carriage. Now, typically the emperor drives the chariot. He's sitting on the top of this chariot, barefoot. I see no reins in his hands. So this could represent, to me, like the head of your company is not in control. These are wild horses going whatever direction they want to go here. He's holding on for dear life. He's not in control of where those horses are going. Going nowhere fast. Those horses are taking him on a ride, not the other way around. And he's saying, I don't think, now this could be all of upper management or just this person. It feels like this person is supposed to be in charge here. Kelly's saying their agenda seems like garbage. Everybody's kind of saying, you know, I just don't think I can fight this fight anymore. We're not getting anywhere, and we're all losing, and we're all, this is, a heartache, essentially. When you look at the picture, right? And we're all, having anxiety over this situation, and none of us are happy because there's no collaboration here. Lord, what a hot mess. They sent him here from Cali, and the other top managers had to leave. Ouch. Ouch. Wow. Well, just so you know, I've never gotten a message like that off the chariot, but it was very clear for me. And he might even be a little hot-tempered, because I'm drawn to this red, and red, not always, but a typical meaning for red has to do with anger. Can have to do with anger. I mean, look at the card. All this passionate, these colors are passionate and fiery, and the emperor who drives the chariot is typically, if I'm not mistaken, although I don't do that so much in my card reading, is an Aries, who is a fire sign. I'm not saying that this person is a fire sign. I'm just saying there's a lot of fiery energy there. Ooh. So I think they're too busy stabbing. The answer to your question, I think they're too busy stabbing themselves and each other in the back. Stabbing each other in the back to be throwing you under any bus. That's literally what I feel that answer to your question is, because of all the cases you said you believe that, he's always looks mad. Yeah, it feels like, eee. And interesting, because when I tune into his energy, yeah, he feels like very, and yet underneath that is this little hurt kid who didn't get his way when he was 5 or 6 years old, and he's determined to make the world pay for it. Just saying. All right, Kelly. Well, that's a hot mess. I think I answered your question there. Well, good. Then my job is done. I'm glad it did help you feel better. And I just, again, I don't feel like you've got a bullseye on you at all. All right, Miss Queenie, what deck for you? We're going to get this one. Okay. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for your super chats. That kind of made my night there. Thank you. That was such a clear energy off of that chariot. Wow. 1 second, Queen. Let me get my little last sip of tea. Well, in that environment, what I'm feeling for you, Kelly, is you need to do a protection ritual before you go in there every day, before you leave your house in the morning. Start building that into your morning routine. Miss Darlene has spoken. All right. I'm just, give me a second, Queen. I'm just shifting my energy here 1 second. And trying not to cough so much. Okay, how is RS currently feeling about you? Oh, no communication. Oh. I'm wondering, are you wondering? Now that I think Mercury went direct, what, 2 days ago? Now Venus goes direct, I think it's the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm interested to see how the readings will shift and how the energy will shift for all of us, right? So we're asking for Queen of Swords. How RS is currently feeling. How is, oops. Well, yes. Duh, yes. Well, somebody needs to apologize, but it's not happening. King of Pentacles is a lack of stability. Could be saying the money's not good sometimes, but for me, most of the time, the King of Pentacles in reverse, well, we know this, if you've broken up, obviously, duh, let's see. Although, okay, so somebody here feels they want an apology, that's justice, right? But it's being delayed because, yeah, okay, let me get back to the top of the deck here. Please, Lord, make them keep their pants on. So, that's our inside joke tonight, y'all. Every single reading tonight, if I'm not mistaken, this card has come out. The Three of Cups, and in the reverse. You know what that means, don't we, girls? Now, oh, and then, of course, Mr. Player here at the bottom. Now, I'm not saying there who did what. But this means something interfering, something or someone that's an other party interference. But I don't like that this is at the bottom of the deck. So did one of you accuse each other of being a player? Of course, this means other things than that, but the fact that it showed itself right along with that Three of Cups, that's a logical conclusion that I would jump to. It means in and out, inconsistent behavior, here today, gone tomorrow, right? And, I'm overwhelmed by choice and by this decision that I need to make, and maybe it's just pushing me into making a decision, and here I am out in the cold. Or it made somebody make a decision that then pushed somebody out in the cold. All right, let me see what else comes out here. Sideways. Well, did somebody want commitment here and somebody else didn't? Because that's what it's looking like here, Queen. So your person is saying, now, you can switch the roles if this needs to, the situation. I think your person's saying he wasn't stable enough, perhaps, because of something or someone that was interfering, right? You're saying, yep, okay. Where it means he couldn't commit to you. The star is after the Tower, so that's saying you've already had your breakup. But it's, sideways, which we talked about earlier. It's a good thing. Am I healed? Am I not healed? This is wishes coming true, but it also talks about healing. So this situation is not, he's thinking, I'm hearing, I got to give this time to heal. That's what I'm hearing now. Before I come in and try to talk about offering my cup after this conflict where, the breakup happened. That's what that means to me. Let's see what else. How is he feeling? I wish I hadn't have done that. I really wish I hadn't have done that. Or I wish that hadn't happened that way. And what's at the bottom of the deck? Mr. Sneaky Deaky, cheating, lying, deception is at the bottom of the deck. I wish I hadn't deceived my person, meaning Queen. What does that mean? Oh, okay. I wish I hadn't done that. I wish the things were turning in my favor, and maybe I wish I'd made another choice because I want things to go to calmer waters, but now nothing's moving because I was too busy playing mind games and pardon me, so sorry. What else wants to come out? And he knows. He knows he disappointed you. Yeah, he knows. He knows, and he's regretful that he has disappointed you. Now, this is going to sound terribly vengeful, and I don't mean it to, because I'm not a vengeful person. But we kind of all want that, don't we? sometimes it's enough to just know that they didn't just hurt us and just close the door and walk out and never felt anything. It helps us to heal if we know they at least have remorse about it and they know that they hurt us or that we're disappointed. Yeah. What else? So anyway, I'm saying that because I'm hoping that that helps you, Queen. My Queen of Swords. You were vengeful, Saturnian Son. Yeah. Is it over? Do I want to change? Is it over? Came out sideways, you know. Is it over? Is it not? I don't know. Things need to end so I can have new beginnings, but that means I have to change. That means I have to transform. I don't know if I want to transform or not. Because I'm going to have to transform if I want this. Yeah. Because I know I disappointed you because I was not able to give you equal give and take or what you deserved. Yep. And we all have clarity. Things have come out and we all have clarity. And yep, out here in the cold. Because I was juggling. Absolutely, yes. Whoa, all right. I'm laughing. Oh, Laura. Oh, goodness. I was laughing about something in my own life, not you. I'm sorry. Does it show next action? I'll ask that separately. Because it might. Yes. That's what I was laughing about. Mr. Player is thinking about coming in and making you an offer. Now, what do we know about this card? Yeah, he gets there, but he's also the slowest moving energy in tarot. And right now, he's not, things are at a standstill. This is the Chariot in reverse. Things are at a standstill because he's still feeling a little bit smug on the one hand, feeling I'm not going to take that back, but I'm going to add to that by saying assessing. I think this is feeling like damage control. Assessing, this is, you know, like I said, winning at all costs, ego, pride, assessing. Maybe he's realizing, gee, maybe I shouldn't have been up all in my head and just, you know, all about me. Now, I don't know, your person could have had some kind of addiction, but this was toxic. This needed to happen. This tower moment is what I'm hearing, because your person, I'm trying to get the message they're giving me. Hang on a second. I'm getting a couple of different messages with that. Well, and you would think that if people knew what they were talking, that if they would take the time to learn what tarot really is, they wouldn't have to make comments like that. I couldn't resist, y'all. Bear with me, please. I feel like this is just saying, devil in the reverse, he knows that he's got to get out of this toxic energy. This is being released from a situation where there's no expansion or nurturing. That I feel like this is jumped. The reason I'm pausing, it feels like there's a cut in the energy here, and now this is giving me a whole other message. That's why I'm trying to sort through it. This feels like it's talking about his marriage or his other situation. And so I want to stay on point here. I want to ask what actions. Let's do that. I think this is it right here. He's thinking about doing that, but let's ask. I'm going to leave those little boys out there. And my words were accurate. These are knights. They're not kings. I'm just saying. Okay. What might his actions be toward Queen of Swords? What might Queen of Swords person's actions be? Show us what his next actions would be. Will there be communication? Will there be movement? Oh, okay. Don't like that. You think? Sometimes, I'm telling you, the universe has a wicked sense of humor, and I mean that wicked. Well, I'm stuck, and I'm having trouble surrendering, because this is the Hangman in reverse. This is somebody who's not willing to get a new perspective yet, or not able to get a new perspective yet. About what? Are you ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. 2 queens. You can't make it up. 2 queens. Speaking of queens, Queen of Swords, 2 queens. I can't decide between 2 queens. Crikey. I'd smack him. If he was here, I'd smack him right now for you. Yeah. Because I'm the emperor and I want things my way or the highway. I want to be in control of this situation. I am the authority. I am the willpower here in this 3-party situation. And yeah, there may be love there between you and this person. And, you know, we talked about actions, but it's not equal. And I'm going off the question. The question is, right now they're stuck. So no actions at the moment is the answer to your question. Can't make it up. Hangman in the reverse is, I'm not getting, this person's not, and coupled with the Emperor at the bottom of this person's stuck in that Emperor in reverse energy, I think, is what it's happening here. I want my cake and eat it too. I want it my way. I'm going to control this situation. Good luck with that. Oh, goodness. I don't even know what else to say about that. So he's just sitting in his proverbial stew right now, I think. I know Saturnian Son is all night it's been nothing but this story. I wasn't kidding. I want to burn every one of my Three of Cups cards tonight. And I don't know if you went away and came back, because I think you might have Saturnian Son, but we're making a t-shirt that says, everybody keep your freaking pants on. Tired of this. Tired of people getting hurt. Oh my gosh. Well, Queen, I'm sorry. And both of these queens are in the upright. And they're the two best queens. I'm sorry to tell you again. I mean, I see why he's struggling. And no, one is not a Queen of Swords, but you would be one of these. Oh gosh, I hate this for you. Yep, it's been the story of the night, for sure, for sure. Like I said, I'll be really interested to see how things start changing in the readings after Venus goes direct, etc., etc. Yes, amen, amen. Preach it, sister. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And repeat after me. I will live to die another day. I will live to love again. That's what I will live to love again. Oh, circles. And it is circles. It is so true, son. It's like we're all on this matrix, or gerbil wheel in the matrix. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go on. I mean, that's a pretty direct answer there. Yeah. And I think he wants you to believe that this is who he is, or he wants everybody to believe, for that matter, another message I'm getting, that he's the Knight of Pentacles, when in fact he's this Knight of Wands. Or has been. People change. But that's not change. Emperor in reverse is somebody who's very stubborn. Well, I wish I could have gotten something better for you with that one, Queen. I'm sorry. That was not how I wanted that to go for you. But those cards are pretty clear. So, I'm wishing you luck. Oy, oy. What is the song, y'all help me, I'm hearing? And I can't tell you who it's by, but if all the kings put their queens on a throne and all the something, something, something. What's that song? I know y'all know it. It's going to... I can't think of who sings it though either. I need my lyric person here. You're welcome. Again, my apologies that it couldn't be better news, but is it? I don't know. But what is the lyric? It's something if all the... I can't believe I can't. All the kings put their queens on the throne, then all the something was like, my brain's too tired, can't pull it out. All right, my good people, I think that's everybody. Did I get everybody that wanted a reading tonight? I think I'm caught up, aren't I, ladies? I am. Okay. Special, special, special thank you to my moderators. As always, you make it possible for me to do this. I mean it, really. I couldn't do this like this in the vertical live feed, because that's where they put it, and do this anymore, I don't think, if it wasn't for you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Saturnian Son, I have a note here. I'm going to see what I can do on your membership issue tomorrow. I will look into that and see. Don't know. Let's see, what's today? Wednesday night. Don't know when I'll be back yet. I know I can't be here Friday night because I'm going to my symphony and an art show on Saturday. So I don't know. I'll be back probably either tomorrow night or Saturday night, probably. I'll try to do every Saturday night if I can. So anyway, beautiful people, thank you so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you again for your super chats tonight and for just showing up and chatting with me and talking about t-shirt designs. Okay, so let's all make a toast. We're all going to toast now. And we all know what the toast is. Keep your pants on tonight. Everybody keep their pants on, right? Oh, Kelly, thank you so much, honey. That means a lot. Really, really, that means so, so much. That's get me all teary-eyed and choked up here. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. Well, I like to think that I'm making a difference in somebody's life out here. All right, guys. I'm sending y'all hearts back. So love y'all, and I will see you soon. Many blessings to each and every one of you. Mwah. Au revoir. Good night.